I have a testimony I want to share about the goodness of God. I ran a marathon yesterday and it was incredibly empowering. And growing up, I loved sports. And when I was little, I had a dream of being in the WNBA someday. But some things happened in my life and I turned to drugs and battled an eating disorder as a teenager. And what happened was that my body became so weak that I wasn't even able to play sports anymore, and I had to quit them all. I stopped playing sports, I stopped taking care of myself, and I just got really lost in addiction. And when you battle an addiction, it changes the way that you perceive yourself. It changes your identity. You begin to view yourself as less than and as a drug addict, and it changes the things that you think you're capable of even accomplishing. And a lot of you know that when I was 17, God opened the door for me to go to Teen Challenge, and when I was there, I gave my life to Christ, and I started to really seek God, and I was so hungry to know God and seeking his face that I stopped thinking about doing drugs, and I stopped thinking about damaging my body, and I started wanting to take care of myself. And at the Teen Challenge I was at, there was a track there, and as my body was healing, I got stronger. And I remember one day in our gym class, we had to jog or walk for 12 minutes. And I just jogged and I made it the whole 12 minutes. And I thought, wow, God, you've really healed my body. You're really healing me. And if I can run for 12 minutes, I felt like I could probably do anything, because that was a huge accomplishment in how far I'd come. And now I turned 31 on Saturday. And I ran 26 miles yesterday. And I feel like if I could run 26 miles, I could do anything. And it's only by the grace of God that I even ran that far, because this has been one of the most difficult seasons of my life. I became a single mom last year, and in one of the hardest things I've ever gone through, God has done more with my life than I ever thought was possible. But when I became a single mom, I just, like everything else I've learned to do in my walk with God, I surrendered it to him. I said, God, this is out of my control. I give this to you and I trust you with it. And little did I know I would run a marathon this year. So I'm incredibly blessed. And I just want the whole world to know that God can turn a drug addict into a marathoner, amongst all the other wonderful things he's done with my life, as he continues to empower me to surrender all my weaknesses to him. Because if you're like me at all, I grew up thinking I'm strong, and I am a strong woman, but at some point in everyone's life, we have weaknesses. And when we surrender those to God, he does amazing things with it. God is good. He is more than able to do anything we could ever ask or imagine. And he's so worthy of our lives, because he will multiply it. So I just want to say a prayer for all those battling addiction, because as I was running my marathon yesterday, I found motivation to keep going, because in my heart I decided I'm running this marathon for all the people who are battling addiction, for all the people that were lost to addiction. And I just promise, like I endured in that race, I will continue to fight the good fight against addiction and continue to help those lost in addiction, because there is a way out. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. So God bless you guys.